And hello guys, welcome to another prediction video. It's Monday, as you see. Today we have only Premier League since all of the cup games kinda have finished for the England teams. So now they are finally back to the Premier League. This is the games that we have to do. So I only have one video for you, and the rest of the videos will be, of course, at Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, as it always is. Maybe I'm gonna do it even on Wednesday, we'll see. But anyways, let's do this one video of the Premier League. I'm not gonna say how we did this week with the games. I'm gonna say that next week, or I mean in couple of days. But we did decent. We did very good. I cannot say much, but you'll see. Stay tuned, guys, for that to see how we did the last top pick video. Anyways, let's start with the Premier League. But before we start, guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, of course. So the first game is Brentford Manchester City. So Manchester City kind of showing some signs of being alive. They got some wins, 2 wins actually in a row. And remember, guys, they are definitely, if they cannot win the title, I mean, it's always, there's a lot of games still happening. They are pretty much on the half, maybe a little bit over half, but yeah, 19 games are half, so they are 1 game more than being on the half of the season. So there is a lot of games to do. Of course, their main goal probably at the moment now is to be in the Champions League spots. So because I don't think in their minds they wanna like play Europa League or something like that. So they're gonna fight for these Champions League spots definitely. So anyways, against Brentford, a team that is not on the good spot also. So for me, this should be a Manchester City win. The only problem is that I have with Manchester City is these defensive line problems that they still have. I don't know for how long Rodri and Diaz, not Rodri, guys, sorry, Diaz and Stones, I don't know for how long they're not gonna play. Literally they have the 3 maybe best defenders there, Diaz, Rodri and Stones not playing. So yeah, very big deal. Yeah, I think City should win this, and I'm gonna go for that. And I'm gonna actually give you that as a pick, but I'm not gonna state that as a banker. So we go Brentford. I think maybe they're gonna score 1 goal. I'm not sure, but I think City will definitely score at least 2. And we go with Manchester City to win regular pick. That's my first pick. Then after that we have Chelsea against Bournemouth. So Chelsea, a lot of hard games for them, not getting any results, and now they have a Bournemouth, a team that is on a very decent road, and this is pretty much a must win for Chelsea, but it's gonna be a very hard game. Both of these teams, as you see here, guys, have a lot of injuries. So we'll see how that will go, but we know that Chelsea is overloaded with players. Yeah, this could be a very fun game, high scoring game probably. I'm gonna say that Chelsea barely getting a win here, but I would not be surprised if this game end up a draw again or something like that. So I'm gonna go for a high scoring actually. 3-2. But if you want to go here, you can go here with goals, guys. I was thinking to maybe give you this as a pick, and I am actually, I'm not gonna give you this as a pick. I think I will go with something else. So yeah, I will go with something else. That's for the second game. Then we have West Ham against Fulham. Fulham also, as you see here, guys, very decent form. West Ham is totally crumbling. If I'm not mistaken, I think even West Ham have a new manager. I'm not sure, but I I think it's like that. And whenever there is a new manager, we always see some improvement. So in this case, playing against Fulham, I think the best case scenario for West Ham is to get a draw, and I'm gonna go with that. If this is the first game of a new manager, I'm gonna go with a draw. But I think Fulham is like a draw double chance on Fulham should be a safe spot. Sorry, guys. So West, let's give them 1 goal, and I'm gonna go with Fulham 1. But I can see Fulham winning this 2-1, something like that also. So that is for the third one, guys. Then we have Nottingham Forest, Liverpool. So this is where I got the second pick, and I'm gonna go and risk it here, guys. There is a couple of reasons why. I think Liverpool are Liverpool, I think they're gonna dive now into some tough times. I think next like 2 months gonna be very, very hard for them. Because of a lot of reasons. First one, I don't know if you guys see or heard or whatever, but we started to get some intern problems with, Salah not gonna be there next season, Arnold going to probably Real Madrid. So a lot of players like not staying there for long and stuff like that. So that is one issue. Then we have an issue with with a lot of games. So Liverpool got FA, they got through with FA Cup, so they're gonna play that games. They're gonna have a second game with Tottenham where they lost, I think 1-0. So they're gonna have a second game there. They have Champions League, Premier League, and stuff like that. So I think overall, I think hard times are getting to Liverpool. I don't know how they're gonna react that. For now, they are doing super good, but I expect them to drop. This is one of the games I do expect them to drop, especially since Nottingham Forest showed very hard stability. I'm not sure even if Nottingham Forest have played. Let's see. Yeah, Nottingham Forest have played in the cup, but they did not play this EFL Cup, the second cup. So as you see here, they only played this FA Cup and they won against Luton 2-0. Now they are playing at home again, and they are literally last 4 games in a row. They have beautiful form here, guys, and as you see here, Liverpool are starting to little bit going down. So for me, I'm gonna risk it, guys, here, especially since the odds are very good. And this is of course my second pick. I'm gonna go for Nottingham 2, Liverpool 2. I don't think Liverpool will win. Maybe this can end up also as a 0-0, but I'm gonna go draw double chance on Nottingham as big value pick. The reason this is a big value pick, guys, is the odds are 2.3, something like that. So the odds are very big and very juicy, and I think this is a beautiful game to risk it and go for that, because Nottingham showed character, all the glory, if I even say so. So I think it's a worth of a risk, guys. If you don't want to risk it, don't play it then, of course. Should we combine this with goals? I'm not sure. I'm not gonna put with both teams to score draw double chance, because I'm afraid of a 1-0 win maybe for Nottingham Forest or stuff like that. So that's why I don't want to go with both teams to score, but it can happen very easily also as a 1-1 kind of game. But anyways, I do not expect Liverpool to win. And for odds this big, 2.3, I think they are underestimating Nottingham Forest here. I think the odds should be a little bit more. But yeah, since Liverpool is this isn't this good, I guess they are a little bit afraid bookies there. Anyways, that's for that game. Then we have Everton against Aston Villa. So Everton, last couple of games it did not end up that well. They lost against Nottingham Forest and against Bournemouth. They are again getting in this zone here, being afraid for the points, and we see a very, very excited battle here. They are playing against Aston Villa that really much need the points. So my take here is that I don't see Everton winning. maybe Everton gonna if Everton score one goal, I think it's gonna be a draw, and I'm gonna go as a draw. But if Everton don't score, I think Aston Villa will win. So therefore, I think, guys, Aston Villa will score one goal definitely. But if they're gonna win or not, we'll see. So I'll say 1-1. But that's my take on that game. Then we have Leicester against Crystal Palace, guys. So here Crystal Palace, a very tricky team, guys. They are very like here below with this amount of points, but for me they should be a little bit more up. For me they are better, for example, than United. They are maybe even better than Tottenham, somewhere there. So a very tricky opponent that can surprise any team actually, and they are playing against Leicester, the worst team in the Premier League at the moment. So by this logic, this should be a Crystal Palace win. Because of this break, I never like to play. The reason why I don't go for this pick simply is because we had a break. If we did not have a break, maybe I would even go here as my pick for Crystal Palace to win. But I don't know how Leicester gonna react. As you see, they won against QPR in their cup, and Crystal Palace also did that. So I don't know how are their motivation, or they gonna climb back up or whatever, because they are still in a position in very open battle. 2 points behind is pretty much nothing, guys, especially at half of the season. So yeah, there is a lot of cards here to be played. So I'm gonna go Leicester. I'm gonna give them goal, but I am actually gonna give Crystal Palace to win, just barely 2-1. A draw is a very high likely for me here, but yeah, for me Crystal Palace is definitely better, so I go with that. Then we have Newcastle against Wolves. Newcastle waking up again. Look at this, beautiful, just like Nottingham Forest. Two of the teams in the best form, Newcastle and Nottingham Forest. Very tricky teams, very tricky to play against now at the moment. Everything is on their side, and I'm just gonna go with that momentum. I'm gonna go with them. I'm gonna put Newcastle 3 and Wolves 1. I think Newcastle gonna win 3-1. That's for that game. Then we have Arsenal Tottenham. So this one should be very funny and interesting, especially after that loss in the FA Cup game with United, where Arsenal lost on penalties actually. Here Arsenal missed a lot of big chances that if they wanna have any chance on winning the title, that cannot happen in the Premier League games. So they also probably are out from the EFL Cup. So I don't know if they are kinda underestimating these cups, or maybe even intentionally not like playing all in these cup games. Maybe they wanna focus on the Premier League. I don't know that. So that's why, guys, I always like to tell you that why I don't like to play the cup games, because I do not know how big are the desires in that for the teams, because it's a very big deal. If you have, for example, let's say Arsenal here do not have, let's say they want to focus on the Premier League and put all stuff like that, and you have a team like that facing, like here, Newcastle, and maybe Newcastle know they cannot challenge for the title, for the Premier title. Let's take what we can, and they can take the cup. So the desire for Newcastle, they're gonna play it 100% seriously in the cup game, and Arsenal players gonna maybe play at 60% and stuff like that. When you have stuff like that, and the odds are even, I'm gonna show you here with this game, the odds were on Arsenal side. Look at this, 175. But we do not know how they eagerly want to get that, So that's why I don't like to play cup games, because stuff easily can happen like this. I'm not saying that is exactly that it happened here, because I don't know internally how Arsenal wanted these cups, or even if they are still wanting it. But they have a second game, but I don't think Arsenal have any chance. So they are, I say 99, they are out from FA Cup 100%. and they are 99% out of EFL Cup, and as I know, EFL Cup is the worst cup there is, so I guess they're not gonna even bother with this. So I think now they're gonna focus 100% on the Premier League and on the Champions League, of course. They gonna focus all guns there. They have a lot of problems with injuries and stuff like that with Saka and so on, and Gabriel Jesus getting injured in this cup game. So anyways, about this game, I think we're gonna have both teams to score definitely in this game. The only ticket that I don't like is this odds 1.4, 1.38, and going a little bit up. The only thing I don't like that, I think Arsenal will win, but I don't like this odds. So I'm gonna up the odds and go a little bit risky, guys, here, and I'm gonna go with Arsenal 2, Tottenham 1, no, Arsenal 3. I'm gonna go Arsenal, no, let's go 3-2. Let's go a little bit crazier. So for me, Arsenal to win and both teams to score. Big value pick because the odds are probably over 2 again, but not much over 2. But as I said, guys, just for Arsenal to win for me is not good enough. 1.4 are not the odds that I would take, especially in a derby. I kinda got a little bit with a game with Liverpool and United. If you remember, the odds were 1.3 on Liverpool and it ended up as a draw. So I would rather risk it and go with odds something like this than to be killed at 1.3 or 1.4. So that's why it's a derby. Arsenal Tottenham, pretty much something similar as Liverpool United. So that's why I'm going here a little bit riskier, going with this take. That is for that game. Then after that, guys, we have Ipswich against Brighton. So here Brighton is showing a lot of draws, as you see here, a lot of draws. I think they have the most draws, yeah, the most draws in the Prem. Against Ipswich that is kind of wakening up, and I can see a draw here again, and I'm gonna go with that probably, because oh my god, last 3 games it was a draw, so I have to go some sides here. I cannot. I'm gonna go guys with my logic says a draw, but 4th game in a row between them to be a draw is a overpull for me. So I'm gonna go Ipswich 0 and Brighton 1, and I think they're gonna score a late winner, something like that. I think it's a 0-0 all the way, and then something, because my logic is to go with 1-1 or 2-2 here, but I'm just because there is a 3 games in a row between each other, 3 games in a row as a draw. To be this as a 4th one, I think it's a little bit of a stretch, so that's why I wanted to go something like this. And this is the last game, guys, Manchester United against Southampton. I'm giving United a win, because if they not win this, I don't know what they're gonna win. So Manchester United 2, Southampton 0. Maybe they're even gonna score, maybe 2-1, but Man United to win. Regular pick, guys, for me. So that's pretty much it for the games. I wish you guys best of luck. Don't forget again, guys, to like, share and subscribe. If you have anything to ask, feel free to do it. You know, guys, that I always answer. Thank you guys for your time, and see you soon on the next videos, guys. Bye.